And Pastor Fred, it's like all this week are these like groundbreaking foundational passages of Scripture, ones that are just so incredible, game changers, if you will. This is one of them, Romans 1:17. It's actually, a lot of it's a quote from a book in the Old Testament called Habakkuk, one of the prophets. And that prophet had said that the righteous shall live by faith. And so Paul, talking about the gospel, talking about this power of God to save us, he says, in that gospel, in verse 17 of Romans 1, in the gospel, the righteousness of God is revealed from faith for faith. As it is written, the righteous shall live by faith. Kind of a curious way of saying it. It's revealed from faith for faith, right? So it's all about faith, right? So that our faith would be strengthened, so that we would trust in God, right? This statement comes from a trust in God. It's all about trusting in God and what He can do. Because again, Martin Luther loved this passage. This was one of the ones that was like, aha, the light bulb went on for him when he saw this passage. The righteous will live by faith, because he was taught that the righteous live, or those who are made right with God, live by doing the right thing and being good people and living up to a certain standard and keeping all the rules and paying enough money and all of these other things, earning your way. And if you do enough, well, and hopefully if you keep trying, and enough people pray for you while you're in purgatory, man, you might have a chance. That's not the gospel, and that's not what you're going to read in the Scriptures at all. You will read obedience to the truth. You will read a life lived for God, but it's because you're saved. Do you see the difference? You have faith in what Jesus did. The righteous live by faith. The righteous trust in God, not in themselves. They hang on every word. They say, God, what have you done for me again? You died for me. Okay, cool. You love me. You adopted me. Like, I'm your child. Cool. Like, I want to live for that. I want that. The people who are considered righteous, who would think of themselves righteous, that's how things operate. That's how they work. That's the very air that they breathe. And it shows us how we're made right with God. It's because we trust in what He did, in the finished work of Jesus. That's what it's all about. How cool is that? It frees us and gives us this incredible purpose that now I get to live for God. I don't have to struggle anymore with all this other nonsense, with all these other things that just come at me and disappoint me. And I can live this rich life, not of sin, but of faith and love and hope and peace, all because of His great love for me. And so let's live by that today and every day. Again, hit that subscribe button, share this with somebody, and we'll talk to you next time for another follow-through.